Monica Cooper, and I'm here today with Rumor Has Its new segment, Arts and Culture, and we are here today with...
Imad Royal. Brah, brah, brah.
So you're not only a DJ, but you also sing in some of your songs. So how did you get into EDM, and how did that whole crossover work?
The EDM thing was more for me. It's just like I started to see like other producers, like in general, just like start SoundClouds. And I remember at the time I wasn't like an electronic artist or producer as much as I was like a trap like producer. And I started seeing people like Fosterdamus and stuff releasing stuff, and I like wanted to do that too. So I just got into that world. But eventually, like, my roots are in like being in a band and being a songwriter and stuff. So eventually, like, I kind of just crossed over. I'm like not a DJ at all like anymore now, and I just produce stuff and I sing it all myself, and I just do the singer thing now. But the transition has been like a lot of fun for me. It's like a lot more fulfilling to be able to just like have a whole like song.
That's so
now.
cool.
Yeah, and it's fun to sing too. I didn't like know I could do it. So it's
something new.
It's like new-ish. I really started singing seriously like in the last like 2-3 years. So before that, I just didn't do it.
Oh, that's awesome. So how would you describe like your creative process when you're making music then? Like songwriting process. How do you get the right sound?
It happens like a little differently every time, but I will say that my favorite way of it happening is literally when I'm just like not thinking about music or maybe anything, and I might just be like driving around or like in the shower or something, and then like just
comes to you.
Just comes like the whole thing, and like you can like my phone has like hundreds of voice like notes and stuff, and it's just like I'll just go out and sing it, and then I'll like go to my computer and try to like lay it down.
Do you get like lyrics first, or?
It happens differently every time. I'm like really ADD. Sometimes I just like make weird noises with my
like, hey,
mouth,
I like
and I beatbox stuff, or I don't know, and then like I just end up finding something out of that. So
That's
it's
so
really
cool.
fun. Yeah.
So who would you say your biggest musical inspiration is then?
I mean, the first one off top is probably Kid Cudi, so I'll just have to go with that, even though there's a lot. But Cudi was like the first person that like I heard him sing, and like I was like, well, you're not like a singer, but you're not like rapping, and I just had never heard that really, and it kind of like inspired me to like sing more, because I was like, maybe I don't have to sound like freaking Chris Brown or something to be considered like a singer, you know what I mean?
So if you could record with any musical artist, is that who you'd pick?
Yeah, that would be fun. I would love to work with Cudi or Kanye.
That'd be awesome
yeah,
too.
That'd be sick.
So how have your family and friends influenced your music career? Have they been super supportive? Have they like...
I mean, I'm like, my parents were a little apprehensive at first, but they've been really, really supportive in general, and like, honestly, I got really lucky with that. Like, my friends and my family have been like really, really supportive. Like, they're, you know, my dad's always like calling me, pep talking me, being like, it's so funny. Like, he's like so into it now. Like, he'll be like, oh, you didn't post on Instagram. Like, you're bad at that. Like, you gotta work on your like social. Yeah, he's keeping tabs. He's just like, yeah, you haven't posted anything in a few days. Like, you're not. What are you doing? And I'm like, yo, like that's crazy. Like, good. Like, I'm glad that you're like that invested at this one. So yeah, but they've never seen me play live yet. So actually, I think they'll see me play live on this tour for the first time.
That's so exciting.
It's pretty fun. I'm excited.
Do you have friends that come on tour with you and stuff too sometimes?
Yeah, I mean, I think not really. Like, I've been on tour with friends. I haven't really been in a position where I've been able to just like bring crew, you know what I mean? But I would love to do that. I'd love to just travel with my friends.
Yeah, so cool.
That'd be amazing. It'd be so much fun.
So can you tell us a little bit more about Indigo Studios and Soy Sauce and how that kind of like...
Wow, you guys did your homework. Wow, that's amazing. All right. So Indigo Studios, a quick rundown on that is around end of high school, like 18, starting college. Me and my best friend at the time, still best friend now, also at the time, Isaac and I started this little studio in this building, and Wale had a studio down the street from us, and I mean down the hall, down the street, whatever, down the building street, and we started working with this other homie Blaze, who's my roommate now, and we had realized that like we were like pretty much the only like-minded music people that we knew of in Montgomery County, Maryland, which is like a DC suburb. So when Wale cleared out, we decided to take over that space, and that's how Indigo started. And Indigo became like a place for just creatives in the DC area to come through and hang out, and we built a community there, and that's like where I went to like get better as like a producer. The Soy Sauce project started out of there. The Moving Castle Collective, like the inception of it started there. Like our homie Gold Link used to come through and work out of there. Like it was like a really sick vibe for like a good 3 years.
Yeah, that's a cool like start.
It was, I mean Indigo is like, like that's, if I hadn't done that with my friends, like I would have never been, I wouldn't be doing this right now. Like it gave us an outlet, it gave us a place to work and get better. Cause like we all dropped out of school. We all like unanimously like just dropped out of college together to do this thing. So like we really went like in to make this happen.
Paid off.
Oh, it's such a relief because like honestly it hadn't really paid off when Indigo shut down like almost 3 years ago now. But immediately after that, once it shut down is when like I got my first really big break in music. So it was a great
Perfect
transition.
timing,
Yeah, it was perfect timing. Soy Sauce was, it started off as my manager Danny has his cousin James, and who is Soy Boy and was the face of Soy Sauce. He just was kind of down and out, to be honest. Was like not having a good happy life and just kind of played video games all day. And I had a batch of music that I was making that I didn't know what to do with, and I literally convinced him to learn how to DJ so that I could put these songs out.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll put the songs out, I'll produce it, I'll teach you how to DJ, and like let's just go do this. This will be fun. And then like it just evolved. It just became this really fun project for all of us, like to like give back. Like all of it's been for donations. Like we donated something like 15,000 meals to the LA Food Bank and stuff. Like we didn't like keep any of like the profits for anything that we made. Like all the money we made out of Soy Sauce we just like gave back to the charity and stuff. So it was a really fun. I mean, it's still an open project now. It's just like for me, it's like an outlet that I'll always have. Where it's like if I ever make anything that I can't put out as Imad Royal, I'll just put it out as Soy Sauce.
Yeah. So cool.
Hell yeah.
So moving on to a question about your current tour. So you just started the Sleepover Tour. What city are you most excited to perform in?
I mean, honestly, excited, I don't know if I'm excited, but the one I'm definitely like thinking about the most is my hometown show in DC.
Yeah.
I guess it's Silver Spring, Maryland, but same thing. And that's only just because like my family's never seen me play live. My girls never seen me play live. A lot of my friends have never seen me play live, and I actually just I've never even had like a legit artist set where I'm like singing in my hometown yet. So that should be interesting.
Exciting.
I'm excited to see like how my parents like.
Yeah, you have lots of support there.
Yeah, well, it'll be fun.
It'll be a fun show.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So have you ever been to San Diego before?
Yes.
What's your favorite part about San Diego? What were you most looking forward to?
I love San Diego. I've been to San Diego a few times. I mean, La Jolla is super nice, obviously. It's a little bougie, but it's nice. It's beautiful. And what is it? The gas lamp. Yeah, like we'll go there and like kind of hang out and walk around. Like when I was doing the Soy Sauce thing, like more actively, we played at Bang Bang, which was great. Like, they fed us sushi before we played. It was like the most appropriate venue for Soy Sauce ever. So
that's so true.
Yeah, but I love San Diego. It's a vibe down here.
That's awesome. So how would you describe your shows, like visually?
The shows I haven't got to like full blown like flex on the live show yet. I mean, right now I'm literally showing up to venues with like just like a laptop and hitting play on the tracks and singing. But for me, it's like I really enjoy being like an entertainer, and like I love that I actually have nothing to rely on show-wise besides me, like my energy or whatever. So it's like for me, it's like a huge release to like be able to just run around on a stage and like high five kids and jump around. Like it's a rush.
Go all out.
It's a real rush. It's crazy. Like it's all being a producer, like being a bedroom producer, like you're sitting at home, you know, all day making beats on your little head or whatever. Like when you come out here and there's like 1,000 kids, like it's just a whole. It's like, you know, I've played a lot of shows now, you know, and I still get like that nervous, like anxious energy before I go on. It's like such an adrenaline rush to be on stage.
What's your favorite kind of like audience to perform for?
Honestly, the audience that I'm touring with currently right now, the ones that are showing up to these shows, are probably by far my favorite. They're like the most receptive. They like are there for music and like to have a good time and nothing else, which I think is so rare nowadays. Because a lot of kids want to show up for just like party or like whatever it is, but like this audience like this audience just shows up and they're here for the artists and they're here to like really enjoy the music, which I think is a beautiful thing.
That's awesome. Okay, so talking about music then, how would you describe your song, like your sound,
My sound? It's like, so it's pop. It is pop, but there's like, it's like urban influence, like drums, but then it's like a lot of like, and then everything else like melodically and stuff is like whatever I'm feeling that day. So like on songs like Bad For You or like Down For Whatever, they're more like these nostalgic feelings, they're more like electronic leaning. But the songwriting like at its core is like pop music. Like I grew up listening to like Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
So it's like, whatever, you know what I mean?
It's the kind of thing you want to create.
Yeah.
So what's your favorite song then to perform and why?
Favorite song's probably Down For Whatever, and that's just because like it's just a lot of fun. Like it's bouncy, you can jump around to it, and like it's really easy to learn and stuff. So like live, the kids, even if whether you know me or not, like they pick up the song really quick, and you can just get engaged. You just dive right in. So.
What was it like making a music video for that song?
It was a lot of fun. I mean, it was my first music video ever, so that was cool. And like we shot it at like in Malibu at this like Airstream, which is like a really futuristic looking trailer pretty much, but it's like on a cliff top in Malibu. It was crazy. I like found out later that like Taylor Swift and like Victoria's Secret and all these people had like done shoots there. But we just found it on Airbnb.
Oh, no
Like
way.
I found it on Airbnb and I just off of the pictures we wrote a video treatment for Down For Whatever, just looking at the like stock Airbnb pictures. Yeah, they're like, oh, for this scene, like we could dance here and like do stuff. But it was a lot of fun. I love shooting this video.
That's so cool. Yeah. So your most recent EP, Everything Happens, just came out. What was that recording process like?
It was kind of grueling at first because it's like I've never really been consistent as an artist. I've kept like you guys already just brought up soy sauce and brought up that like I was a DJ first, and so you know like I've been consistently like constantly like trying to find what works for me, and Everything Happens was like the first time where I was like, this is it, like we're here, like these are the songs that I made, like I feel comfortable with these, and like this is probably what I'm gonna be doing like forever now. So it was grueling, but it was really rewarding. It was a lot of fun.
So how did you pick what songs were gonna go on it? Like, was there a certain vibe you were going for, or was it just kind of whatever?
Everything Happens was the concept. Like I had like a bunch of music already, and the packaging kind of happened towards the end when I was just like I went back home and like I had seen like a lot of my friends. At this point, I'm about to be 25 in a month, you know, so like you see all your high school friends and like you see like where you guys ended up, seeing friends become wildly successful, I've seen friends become wildly unsuccessful and everything in between, which is what the concept of like Everything Happens is that like, you know, like whatever the human experience is, like people are going through their own thing. So I picked the 5 songs that I felt like kind of captured a good range of emotions to make it feel like you can kind of go through all of the vibes, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so yeah.
Sounds like a little bit of a story.
Yeah, exactly. It's like each song kind of has its own little like personal thing, you know what I mean? Like it has its like own little message behind it, so yeah.
Okay, so last question, do you have any projects coming up or anything that we should be waiting for? Or?
The goal right now, so I think I can announce this, but me and Gnash are actually, we just decided to give Bad For You some new life, and we just hopped on a new version of that. So that's gonna be fun, and I'll be out ASAP. I literally, like, as we speak, like after this is done, I'm going on the bus to re-record something real quick, and then we're sending it in. So
oh, that's so cool.
That's
exciting.
I'm really excited for that, and then after that, I'm sitting on a stash of music. I've kind of gone back to my I had this EP that I put out in 2015 called Cycles, I'm kind of going to that style sonically again. I've had Louis the Child and Wheatfin like kind of co-produce a good chunk. Mostly Wheatfin co-produce all of my upcoming material, and that'll start rolling out in like in May, mid-May. I'm gonna start dropping a song like every couple of weeks every 6 weeks until people like.
So cool.
Yeah.
So you have lots to look forward to.
Yeah, lots of music on the way. Like I literally told myself I'm gonna drop a song every 6 weeks for like the rest of my life. Like
That's awesome.
seriously,
Yeah.
I just want people to have as much music as possible and come like see it.
That's so cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
So can we ask you a couple like silly, fun,
Absolutely.
goofy questions? Okay.
Let's do it.
So what's your favorite line from any of your songs and why?
My favorite line. Okay, so I'm gonna give you two.
Okay.
One of them is an unreleased song that's coming out, and it's probably one of my favorite phrases that I've been a part of. And it goes, "I've got problems too, instead I'm solving you," which I think it's a thing. I feel like a lot of us are want to be friendly and compassionate and help the people around us, but sometimes we forget to like take care of ourselves. The one that is out though is probably "You Know Me, I Keep It Low-Key," which is because like I'm just a low-key dude in general, and I just embody. I literally just embody that statement. So yeah.
Perfect. Let's see. What is the hardest thing about being a DJ? Or was?
I mean that's.
Being an artist.
I know I'm a singer now and everything, but the plan is that like I'll be doing live sets and then running to do after parties because I still love DJing. It's a lot of fun. But the hardest part about DJing is finding a balance of pushing people's tastes and like kind of introducing them to new music, but like also obviously keeping them engaged and wanting them to dance and have like the night of their life. So, because like I don't want to be the dude who just goes out there playing like every ASAP Ferg record just to get everyone in the room like jumping crazy. Like I want to be able to play you songs that I love that you might not know, but without you like being bored or being like, oh, what is this? I've never heard this before. So that's probably the hardest balance. Yeah.
Dream concert or dream festival to play at?
Dream concert or dream festival? Oh man, that's such a tight question. I mean, festival, like, I've never been to Bonnaroo, but literally every single person I know who's gone has just been like, it's nothing short of a magical experience, and like, I just like, playing something that size and just being in front of like a sea of people sounds like literally the dream. So I'll just say Bonnaroo. That'd be crazy.
What has been your favorite or funniest thing that's happened on tour so far? This tour or any previous tours?
I'm trying to think. Honestly, story's a little gross, but I was in line waiting for a rental car for this tour, and the dude in front of us, like, who had been also waiting with us for like almost an hour, it was taking him forever, finally got his car, and when he got his car, there was a homeless man covered in puke just chilling in the back seat of the rental car.
Oh my gosh.
Which I was just like, oh my god, like that's crazy. Like, can you imagine just like showing up, just opening your door and just like a body just like in the back just hanging out, like you'd be like, what is going on? So that was probably one of the that was one of the most memorable things that I've got to be around. Like,
something that you'll definitely remember.
Absolutely, yeah.
What is the weirdest song on your iPod right now? iPhone, anything?
Weirdest song on my iPod. Oh man, I mean, it's not that weird, but I've got like Enya. I'll listen to Enya sometimes. It's like kind of a guilty pleasure. Yeah, I mean Enya's mad chill, so I've got a good amount of Enya's catalog chilling on my iPod. Whenever that comes on shuffle, like, people will be like, what? Alright, cool. Alright, that's fine. Yeah.
Okay, last question. If you had to pick a theme song for your life, what would that be?
Oh man, that's such a good one. Honestly, I'm just gonna go all the way there and say Mambo Number 5 by Lou Bega. Let's go. You can't like not feel good when that song comes on.
True. So true.
so tight.
Awesome. Well, it was so nice talking to you today. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And we're looking forward to seeing the rest of your set tonight. So.
Yes, I'm excited. Thank you guys for talking to me.
Yeah.
I'm stoked. You guys are amazing.